Hello, hello, my friends. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Welcome back to my face and my card making space and a video hop. I am part of a hop for the Pretty Pink Posh February 2026 release. The release is adorable as usual. I'll have a link to the release in the description box below. I'll also have links to the other stops on this hop worth checking out. There's giveaways, tons of inspiration, all of the things. And then I will also have links to everything I used to make my card today. That will be in the description box below. My links are affiliate links. That just means that if you click on one of my links and end up placing an order, I do get a little kickback from that at no extra cost to you. That is what helps pay the bills, keeps lights on, keeps my heaters running, enables me to keep bringing out content. And yeah, let's get into making this card. So I went with this little mini stamp and die set from the February release, and it's the Potted Daffodils little set. And I pulled out some Neenah Classic Crest Solar White 110-pound cardstock, and I'm going to stamp there's two like little potted daffodils and then this little like daffodil like cluster image. So I'm going to stamp them onto this cardstock, and I'm using Simon's Premium Black dye ink, which is a good alcohol marker friendly ink, and stamped them. And then there's enough space on the cardstock, so I was like, rotated the cardstock, stamped them a second time. I had originally planned, I was like, I'll just do one card and I'll have, an extra piece or two. In the end, I made two cards because I had two sets of images, and that's just what happened. So once I had them stamped, I used OLO markers to color these in. And I've super sped this up in editing. I don't color this quickly. These didn't take that long because they're pretty small images. And if you're not familiar with my other OLO marker videos, I will link to my playlist in the end screen at the end of this video. But these markers do connect. In theory, they're kind of a half marker, but they're full of ink. If you're not familiar, you can look it up. OLO markers are really good. Like, really good. I've been really happy with these. I bought them a couple years ago now. I don't even remember how long it's been. It's been a while. And they do have connectors, and you can connect them into a normal size marker. I just use them as is. I call them my little stublets. It just works for me. This way I can see every like cap at a glance, each color. That's why I haven't connected them, because that would annoy me way too much. So this is what I do. And yeah, really, really simple coloring. Daffodils are, for the most part, pretty basic. There are the ones that have the more like pink in the center. Those ones are really pretty too. But I went with the, classic basic yellow daffodils because that's just what I was feeling. They're such cheerful little flowers. So I did the little blooms just with some yellows and some oranges, and then the little bits of greenery. And then for my pop of color, I went with blue for the little flower pots, because yellow and blue always play nice together, obviously. So kind of worked darkest to lightest as well. Didn't really do much blending because, again, small images. In fact, the most actual blending was on these little flower pots because they're the largest sort of area of coloring. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to add. I kept it pretty basic. Totally didn't realize, because I've got a big old messy bun. I had that on top of my head when I was coloring. And I was getting like, sometimes when I'm really getting into the coloring, as you can see, like my face is like right there, and it just obscures everything. Apologies. Never even realized it till I went to edit, and I was like, good job, Amy, you're such a professional. Anyway, I added my blues. I took the zero marker just to kind of fix a couple spots where I went outside the lines, and then I took my white gel pen, my Jelly Roll 10 gel pen, added just a few highlights. Didn't go totally crazy with these, because and also it wasn't necessary, but just added a few little dots, little highlights here and there. Once these were all colored, I used the coordinating wafer dies, die cut them out. The hello word is from that same little potted daffodil set, and I'd stamp that with that same black ink onto a couple different shades of blue cardstock, and the cardstock is Concord Ninths. This one is powder, and the darker shade is Harbor. And then I die cut it with a coordinating wafer die cut a couple scraps, adhered them all together to give the sentiment a little bit of weight. And then the diamonds, it's the new Eyelet Diamonds, little wafer die. Pretty Pink Posh has all these different little eyelet shapes. The rectangles I use a lot. The rectangles, circles, there's hearts, diamonds now, all the fun things. So I'll get back to that in a second. My card bases are top folding A2 white note cards, so 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And on those, I'm using the mini checker stencil, but I rotated it, so it's sort of diamond shaped. Not quite, but just for funsies. And I blended directly onto my card front and onto the inside of my card. So I just rotated the stencil. I used some just masking tape where the score line was and along the edges so I don't get ink where I don't want it. And then I used the Concord 9th powder ink, just very light blue, with a pink fresh 1-inch blending brush and a light hand, especially on the inside of the cards. Just a very light hand. And then for my largest of the Eyelet Diamonds, I had die cut it from both the powder and the Harbor cardstock, and then I used the same inks and that stencil just to add a little bit of like depth, a little bit of pattern to that as well. And then I die cut some smaller ones with that same die set and the same cardstocks just to add a little more interest to my card front. So I adhered those into place, adhered the large one, and then I had some white and yellow baker's twine in my stash. So I'm going to wrap that around a couple times, and then I'm going to tie that in a bow, reverse tweezers for the win as always, to hold a little knot, taut while I fiddle and make my bow. And once I'm happy with that, pull it tight, remove the tweezers, pull it tight again, and then just trim off the excess. And then I'm going to adhere my little stamped and colored in little daffodils. And the cluster, just the individual cluster, I just had a strip of scrap cardstock that I put right behind that just to even it out a little bit. It gives a little bit of dimension, just a smidge, but it evens it out over top of that baker's twine. So once I got everything adhered, I did the same thing to the second card. And then I'm going to add splatter. I'm going to add a very light hand of splatter. And again, if y'all that watch my content regularly, I have a very heavy hand. And usually, I am not shy with the splatter. I love it. But with these, I wanted just a smidge. Just a little bit. I didn't want to overwhelm it. These are mostly clean and simple cards. And I'm very proud of myself. Seriously. I just, very light hand. Very light little tappy taps on my fan brush. I used my black gouache, put it on my palette, thinned it down with a bit of water, and then just very light little taps with that black gouache. Just a little bit of splatter. I think this is the lightest amount of splatter I've ever achieved. I will probably make up for it very, very soon by adding multiples. Tons of splatter, all the things. Anyway, I let that dry. The little My Friend stamp is also from that Potted Daffodils, and I stamped it with the Harbor ink onto just scraps of white cardstock, and then I die cut it with one of the sentiment strips wafer dies from Pretty Pink Posh, and then I adhered those to my card fronts, and then my final little bit was these were lemon drop rhinestones from Pretty Pink Posh. I've had these for close to a decade, I think, at this point. I'm honestly not sure. It's been many, many years. I don't even know if they're still available, but just some little yellow rhinestones. And I adhered those into place, let the glue dry, and these cards were complete. Oh, and on the inside, I stamped the little daffodil cluster with the Harbor ink and that little sentiment from the Potted Daffodil set. And these were my cards for the hop. So, like I mentioned, I'll have links to all the things and all the information in the description box below. You can check that out if you're interested. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, for thumbs upping and commenting. It helps a ton. I very much appreciate it. And I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in joining my Patreon community and supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!